Hey Lee, how are you?
Hey, good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
Oh, good. Right on.
just all good. All good. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
I'm on
Thanks
from
for
a
having me.
site called This Day in Metal.
Perfect.
I don't know if you ever heard of us. Check us out if you can, or if you,
Yeah, we'll
it's
do.
all good.
I
Uh,
love it.
you guys are in BC tonight,
We
Vancouver.
are. We are Vancouver tonight.
How do you like Vancouver so far?
Love it, man. I mean, we don't get here enough, so it's just excited to be back and even back to Canada. I'm from Ontario, so Canada has always been, a special place for me to just keep bringing the band and keep growing the band here in Canada.
I'm from Toronto.
Oh, right on. I'm from Kingston.
Are you from Kingston?
Yeah.
No, you're a
Yeah.
Canadian. Wow.
I was born there. I probably lived there for about 2 months, and then we headed to Michigan. So I don't remember anything about it, but
Yeah, but you're Canadian. So you're a dual
but
citizen, I'm
Canadian,
assuming.
dual citizen. You got it.
Oh, awesome. Good for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where in Michigan are you guys from?
We're from between Muskegon and Grand Rapids. You know what I
Okay.
mean? We're on the west side of Michigan.
Yeah, I know Grand Rapids. I was at a wedding there a year
Yeah.
ago.
Sweet
We have
spot.
friends that live in Grosse Ile
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
on the
Definitely.
other
Definitely.
side.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great spot for sure.
Yeah, and you guys are going to play in Detroit, what, the 10th?
Yeah. Yep. Grand Rapids on the 9th, and then Detroit on the 10th. So we'll do the home state here coming up. So that'll
Oh,
be
that's
that'll
going to
be
be awesome.
wild. Yeah, that'll be wild for sure, no doubt.
Oh, great. Okay. Let's talk about the album. I've been listening to the album nonstop.
Love it. Love that.
I love heavy, heavy stuff. And
Sure.
wow, you guys start out with some bangers.
Oh,
And I
I love
mean
that.
bangers.
Thank you. Thank you.
I never heard that heavy side from you guys yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're like an octane band, I would say, because
Yeah, for
I've,
sure.
I've turned on octane. You guys are on octane, but you
Yeah.
got some bangers there that liquid metal should be rotation for
I
sure.
love that. I love hearing it. Yeah, it's just a different time for the band. Obviously we came on the scene and when, as a radio band and radio was just different with metal or hard rock, heavier music was in a different spot. I mean, it was a different time, and part of like the evolution of just, having a long career is you have to either make a choice. You evolve or you stay the same, and for Pop Evil, we I think the journey has always been kind of digging deep into who we are both on and off the stage and where we can evolve our sound to. Sure, we've been victims of all of it. We get panned this way, drugged that way, but we've always had a metal influence. It's always been there. The players kind of have stuff to do with that as well as we've kind of shifted and had band member changes. The metal side is gotten more and more loud as far as the voicing has been, and something certainly I've wanted to do for a while, but had to be the right time, had to be the right thing, and it's interesting how rock has had to kind of. We've gotten closer and closer to metal through the years, metal vice versa, so whether it's festivals or whether it's playlists or whether it's shows, it's like it's been inevitable to survive that that we're feeding off each other, we're inspired by each other, so it's whether the metal or the hardcore metal scene wants a little more melody in their vocal or in their presence, or whether us rockers want a little more metalcore sound in our growls and our screams and our breakdowns and the way our guitar tones are. So it's been awesome, to kind of, once you do that, you start being inspired and you start kind of watching what these younger bands are doing coming up, and you're like, wow, man, that would be awesome, because the reality is this, like, metal has an energy that is infectious to the live show. So does rock, is fine, but like the younger youth is starting to be more accepting of heavier sounds. I mean, you look at it like just 20 years ago, it was more independent. Now it's more mainstream. Obviously we like to think we've had a little piece of that from rock radio with songs like Waking Lions, Breathe Again. We've done our version of that metal and been able to push it as time's gone on, right? Like, okay, great, our fans are accepting that. Let's keep pushing it further. And finally, with what remains, it just feels like it was a culmination of certainly since COVID, a combination of just getting the band to this place to be able to deliver an album like this. And the sky's the limit. We really feel like the best songs for Pop Evil are yet to come.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Like I just on the weekend I went and saw Metallica here in Toronto,
I love it. Awesome.
and oh my God, you guys would fit in right there as an opening band.
Uh,
Please, Metallica, listen to this and call you
I love
guys
it. Great, man. We're big Metallica fans, so that would be an honor. I mean, that'd be sweet.
out. And that concert too. There was a lot of younger kids there. I was like
There are,
amazed.
there are, man, and like it's exciting with the youth, and that's the thing, right? Like, without the TV exposure that once was there, 20 plus years ago. You have to be creative and to stay, to have a career and to have longevity, you have to get new fans to get on board. I mean, the fans that have seen you, I mean, what they say, the average fan sees you once in a lifetime. So, I mean, you got to get new fans to come in and kind of, be interested in what your current sound is, to be even that much more interested to, go back and find the older stuff that we've had. And, look, we've been blessed to have the success we did, but it's led to this position to be where we're at now. And certainly the heavy, elements of pop evil are here to stay. And we're gonna keep pushing the envelope.
I like to hear that at all. I
Yes.
find your album would be a great album for the summer, to just to sit outside, have some cold ones, enjoy
Absolutely.
barbecue, and oh my God.
Yes.
I know when I
Yes.
go to Michigan this summer to go visit my buddy, I'm definitely going to make sure that we have this cranked up pretty
I
loud.
love it, man. Yeah, you got to get it. It does hit a little bit different, man, in the hometown for sure. What you play that album in Grand Rapids for sure.
Yeah. I just noticed after your tour, your headlining tour, you're going to be doing some festivals and all. I know you're going to hit up, you have a show here in Brantford, which is not too far from here, in July. And it sounds like that's going to be one hell of a party.
Yeah, it's the best time to tour, right? Festival season is summertime. I mean, we're just gonna keep playing. I mean, the album's out. We're full speed ahead. We got a couple other tricks up our sleeve, so you got to stay tuned for some of that. That'll be dropping here the before the end of the year. And we're just excited, man. It feels like a fresh start for the band. Obviously, new branding and a fresh sound. A lot of youth and energy in the band at the moment. With where we're going and where we're taking it. And it's overwhelming though too. I mean, it's only been out for a month, and the response we've had has just been through the roof. I mean, all the success we've had, getting to this point, I don't think quite the excitement has been how it's been for pop people now. So, we're just trying to stay focused on putting out the best show we can on stage, making sure that live show is just as enthusiastic, as exciting as this album, and just making sure the experience for our fans when they come see us live is something that they'll want to come back and see us more than once. They want to be infected. You want to almost like be infected by that live show to be like, wow, I got to go back again, man. That's like I can't even cope. When are they coming back? I got to go see it. I mean, and that's kind of the dream, right? To make sure that everything you're doing all goes back and it all reflects on that live show. So, we're really focused on just, being better and pushing ourselves every album, because this business is about the next. It's all about the next single, that next album. We want to make sure that we're pushing ourselves to be better every record and every tour. And, it's been fun.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a great job. Like I couldn't put down the album.
I love
It's
that.
really good. And I'm a heavy guy. Like
I
I
love it.
listen to
That's
Meshuggah,
awesome.
Whitechapel, I get into the heavy
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely. Well, but we're obviously a little bit different, right? I mean, I'm a melodic singer. I mean, we're a radio band. How we started, that's how we got in. So, I'm grateful for fans, and certainly our metal fans that are open minded to just how metal is shape shifting in ways. I mean, look, it's metal doesn't discriminate, man. If you like the sound or you like the tones and you like elements of it, I think it's awesome to see bands that are infusing that and not shying away from it. You know what I mean? Or not being, we're at a place in our career too. We could easily be complacent and said, look, we've had these hit songs. We're going to retire it and just play the hits and make our money. That's not good enough for pop people. It's certainly not good enough for me. It's always been about chasing your musical journey, like that personal musical journey for you and evolving. And, songs like Wishful Thinking on this record, What Remains. I mean, those are songs that I never would have thought ever I would have in my catalog just 2 years ago or 2 albums ago. It's just amazing, to just see really what comes out and the way the band is really gelling and the brotherhood we have off the stage is, we're really pushing each other in different ways. I mean, for the first time, it feels like a band really working together for one cohesive, destination or one goal. And it's just, it makes it a lot more fun, man. I mean, it's obviously this business is hard. It's tough. And,
Oh yeah, I can
people are,
see. I don't know how you
people are,
guys do it sometimes.
yeah, people are finicky too. They like what they like. I mean, and they're allowed to like your album today, hate your album tomorrow. I mean, that's what people do, and that's okay. So we want to constantly, push our fan base to, keep them on the edge, keep them guessing in a way, but at the same time, giving them what they all know and speak that language that is rock and metal and make sure the guitars are heavy.
Yeah, we're all
Make sure
brothers.
that-
We're all brothers and
we're all
sisters
brothers,
together.
man.
Yeah.
But we're definitely a lot to prove. We're still hungry. There's a lot for us to want to accomplish, and we're trying to get out. And like you said, this album is one to try to. We're going for the jugular, man. Every record, so we're going for it.
Awesome. I like to hear that. I honestly think my wife is in the background. I think she would actually like your stuff.
Yeah.
She'll sit there, listen to 3 Days Grace, some good
Sure.
hard rock. She's more of an 80s type person, but I think she'll dig your record.
I love that, man. I mean, it's again, it's melody. You know, if you like listening to melody and whatnot, there's that surrounded by the heavy riffs and the upbeat tempos and the of course the bruising drums. You know, so it's just it's an awesome record. We're obviously super proud of it. And it might not be for everyone, but for those that are, we're ready to roll. Let's dance. You know.
Yeah, you got a lot of catchy songs. Like I was listening to the album, I'm like, wow, so much catchy. Like Criminal, oh my God, that's going to be like a summer anthem.
That one live already, man,
Yeah,
is awesome
and I
live,
really
man.
like Side Effects.
Okay, yeah, that's again another fun one, no doubt.
Yeah, like oh,
Yeah.
is there what's your favorite song to play live?
Oh man, that's like saying what's your favorite kid, right? They're tough. They all kind of serve a purpose, you know.
How about
It's
stick
fun
to the
playing.
new album? Your favorite song
Yeah,
on the new album?
it's been fun to play, you know, the new songs. I don't think that it's really like it's fun listening to, you know, the other night we were playing Wishful Thinking and already they're singing in the drop where I just say, you know, wishful thinking isolated on the vocal, the crowd screaming that back to me already. I mean, it's only been out for maybe, you know, 8 weeks. So it's just I think more for me, it's just amazing to see, you know, the fans gravitate to this new music and it's not even a month old already. When you think
That's
about the
awesome.
live shows, normally people of course go to our hit songs and they're obviously singing those back, but the way they're singing back these new songs in less than a month, I don't remember, you know, the ownership that fans have for your music being this quick. So hopefully it's a good sign of things to come and you know, bigger and better for pop people.
That's great. So you got a big tour. You're going to be touring, I guess, this album, I guess, for a while. Is there any
Yeah.
places you're going to do that you haven't done before, or is there any places you want to do that you've never done before?
Do you know what, honestly, I'm not really focused on that. I don't really look ahead. You know, I'm kind of in the zone like where I'm at today. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, cause sometimes look, I know we have festivals coming up. I know we have good shows coming up, but it's really hard to think about when you know you got one today. And I think I think we got a day off tomorrow and then we start another 4 or 5 in a row. So it's just, you know, it's all about mental health, getting my mind focused. There's fans that are coming today to see the band. So I want to make sure that, you know, I'm as pristine vocally as I can be because you know these songs belong to you guys now. They belong to the fans, and you know the less focused I am, the you know the less likely the show's gonna translate on stage. You know, and I want to make sure that I'm you know, focused on the now to make sure I can deliver the best performance, the best experience for those fans. You know, I mean, we're 8 albums in, so it just means a lot more to me now than it ever did when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you're always one song, you're one album away from going home and it's over. You know what I mean? We're on the back end of our career, whether we have one more record or whether we have 10, we don't know. But, you know, we want to make sure we maximize those opportunities. So to be honest, I mean, I could give you the political answer and, oh yeah, you know, I'm excited to play here, but I don't care, man. Whoever's paying me or bringing us out or having the respect to bring pop people out, I'm all about them. So it's not about where we're going as much as it's the fans that are coming, if that makes sense, you know.
Yeah. No, I think the fans are loving it. Like what I heard, it's awesome. It's really exciting. A lot of
Thank
energy. You know,
Yeah,
like
thank you.
oh, is there a band you would love to tour with?
Metallica, that'd be awesome right there. I
Metallica,
see the hat.
please call
I
these
got
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're amazing, you know. But lots of bands. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of younger bands that we love. You know, we love Wage War. You know what those guys are doing. Cody actually did a couple songs on the record. So it's just there's just so many bands, you know, to play with. It's more important right at the moment right now to just kind of just carve our niche in that and just remind people that we're still here. You know, don't forget about us, man. We're right here. We're climbing. We're still speaking. We're on the mountaintop screaming, hey, what about us? You know, so we got a lot of work to do. We still got it's the journey's long journey ahead, but we're just gonna, you know, just focus on today and just keep crushing these shows.
Awesome. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah,
You're very humble. I really like that. Your
oh, I
music
appreciate
just speaks for itself. Like, and
it.
your
It
voice is
means a
awesome.
lot. Oh,
You got a real, like you said,
oh,
you have a
thank you.
real melodic voice. And when you did some growls, it was like,
Yeah,
wow, that's awesome.
yeah.
I love to hear
Yeah,
that.
people forget. You know, what I mean, I got to dig them up. I don't do it often, but we're gonna work on that. We're gonna push it. You know, what I mean, I got guys around me now, and certainly it's not as abnormal for me to do, you know, some of the growls and the screams and whatnot. So we're gonna push it. We're gonna push it. You know, moving forward and you know see where my vocal can go and see where we can push the music. And it's exciting, man. It makes it more fun. You know, like I mean, who wants to get on a band and you know go make the same record you did 2 years ago or 3 years ago or 10 years ago? We don't want to do that. You know, if you like our old stuff, go listen to the records. They're there. You can listen
Yeah.
to it whenever you want. You know what I mean? But for us, we want to move forward. We have to
You're
survive. You know
evolving
what I
every
mean?
time. Every
You
record, you're
can't
evolving.
if you want to. you're evolving. Like you're exactly right, you know, and we're blessed to be, you know, once you get a level of success, you know, all people want to do is hear your hits, you know, but we're still in that really good spot, that sweet spot where, you know, we still can, you know, make new music and original new music that people are still open to and want to hear. You know what I mean? So it's a give and take. It's a yin and yang. It's a duality that is so unique for every band. But when you can embrace what the advantages you have and understand the disadvantages, you know, that's when I think you can really put yourself in a position to win. And what wins sometimes is just, you know, staying around. I mean, there's so many bands that were around when we started that aren't here today. And, you know, the fact that we're still here 20 plus years grinding, it shows it's testament to the band and the drive and the work ethic to keep evolving and keep
You've been
pushing.
20
So, you
over
know, we're
20
going to keep
years.
doing
That's
what we've
awesome.
done this whole time. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to think, you know, like, you know, so yeah, man, we're just gonna crush, but we're super excited about this record and certainly the way the fans have received it. And again, thank you so much for all the kind words and the comments and the compliments. And you know, we can't wait for you to see, you know, what's next.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, just you're a Michigan guy, so you must like hockey. Are you watching any hockey at
You know,
all?
I'm not in crazy. I'm Canadian, like we said. I'm not a huge hockey guy. I'm more American football, basketball, baseball. But when the Red Wings are in, I'm definitely shift. You know what I mean? So
I'm a Leaf
more,
fan.
I'm more all Michigan. My family's all Leafs because they're all from, you know, Kingston and London, and they're all Leafs fans, you know. So I got mad love for the Leafs, and obviously playoff time, right? So
Yeah,
it's stressful time right now for the hockey
very stressful for us tonight. We're up 3-1 and we can close
and
it
your
out tonight. So let's hope.
teams.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
Leigh,
normally roll if the Red Wings are
awesome.
present
Thanks very
tonight.
much for your time. Really appreciate coming out. Oh, my internet is going down.
Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully,
Yeah, I'll try to in
no
Brantford when you come to
worries.
the festival. I'll try to hook up and say hi.
Hopefully, I see you in Ontario soon.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, Leigh.
I
Thank
love
you.
it, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming on.
yeah.
All right,
Peace
thanks
out.
for coming on to this
Yeah,
stand
yeah.
metal.
Bye
Thanks.
now.
Take care.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Okay, take care, Leigh.